If you're living in the Philippines for more than a short vacation, sooner or later this question comes up. Should you hire a maid? And honestly, for a lot of foreigners, that question starts out feeling a little awkward. Back home, hiring live-in help sounds expensive, formal, or even a little out of reach. But in the Philippines, domestic help is much more common, and depending on your situation, it can make daily life a whole lot easier. The real question is not just whether you can hire one. It's whether you should, what you should expect, what you should pay, and how to avoid creating a mess in your own home by hiring the wrong person. That's the part people don't think about enough. A good maid can make your life dramatically smoother. A bad one can create stress, theft, resentment, blurred boundaries, and 100 little problems you didn't have before. So this is not just about convenience, it's about judgment. The first thing to understand is that hiring a maid in the Philippines is not unusual. People may call them a maid, helper, housekeeper, yaya, or kasambahay, but the basic role is the same. They help keep the household running. That can mean cleaning, laundry, dishes, shopping, basic cooking, childcare, errands, organizing the house, and sometimes helping bridge everyday communication if you're still getting used to life there. In the right setup, that kind of help is valuable, especially if you're older, busy, overwhelmed, or just tired of spending half your day handling basic tasks when you'd rather be doing something else. And yes, one of the biggest advantages is food. A good Filipina helper can learn your preferences fast. If you want simple Western meals, many can learn that. If you want local food, even easier. If you're tired of constantly eating out, tired of guessing what's safe, tired of wasting money on restaurant food that's hit or miss, having someone prepare meals at home can improve your quality of life a lot. It's cheaper, more consistent, and usually much easier on your routine. Another benefit is everyday practical help. Life in the Philippines can be easy in some ways, but clumsy in others. There are small errands, deliveries, language gaps, neighborhood details, and local systems that can eat up time and energy. A dependable helper who understands how things work around you can save you a lot of friction. That doesn't mean she becomes your life manager. It means she can reduce the number of dumb little hassles that pile up and wear you down. Now, let's talk about money, because this is where foreigners either get unrealistic or get careless. Compared to places like Hong Kong, Singapore, the Gulf countries, or the West, domestic help in the Philippines is obviously much cheaper. But cheap is not the same as don't think about it. Salary depends on where you live, what you expect, whether she stays in or stays out, how experienced she is, and how much responsibility comes with the job. In many cases, foreigners may hear low numbers and think they can just pay the bare minimum and call it a day. That's not smart. You don't want the cheapest possible maid. You want the best value, the best fit, and the least risky setup. If you pay too little, treat her like disposable labor, or create an arrangement that feels unfair. Don't be shocked if the performance is weak, the loyalty is low, or the drama starts creeping in. A housekeeper who feels disrespected or squeezed too hard is not someone you want inside your home every day. So yes, discuss pay clearly from the beginning. Discuss duties clearly from the beginning, and make sure both sides understand exactly what the arrangement is. That leads into the next big issue, expectations. Before you hire anyone, figure out what you actually want. Do you want somebody who only cleans? Somebody who cooks too? Somebody who does laundry and errands? Somebody who stays in the house? Or somebody who comes in and leaves? Those are very different jobs. A lot of people create problems because they hire vaguely and expect specifically. Then both sides end up irritated. Write it down for yourself if you need to. What are the non-negotiables? What are the nice-to-haves? What hours do you expect? What are her days off? Does she live in? Does she go home at night? If she's live in, where does she sleep? What kind of privacy do you both have? What kind of boundaries do you want inside the house? These things matter far more than people realize. And if you're a foreigner hiring in the Philippines, you need to keep one very important word in mind: professionalism. That doesn't mean cold, it means clear. Too many people destroy a good household setup by getting weird with boundaries. They either become too controlling and disrespectful or too casual and emotionally messy. Neither one works. A maid is not your child, not your buddy, not your therapist, not your toy, and not your backup girlfriend if you're lonely. Keep it clean. Keep it respectful. The second the arrangement gets muddy, that's when problems start growing fast. The smarter way to hire is through referrals when possible. Friends, trusted neighbors, family contacts, long term residents, or people with a real reputation behind them. Agencies also exist, and sometimes they're useful, but referrals are often preferred because trust matters so much when someone is coming into your house, around your belongings, your routines, and maybe even your private documents and finances. And yes, trust matters for a reason. Some helpers are excellent, loyal, hardworking, discreet, dependable. Others may start strong and then disappear with cash, jewelry, phones, or whatever they think they can take. That is reality. So you have to do your homework, ask for identification, ask for references, ask for local clearances when appropriate, make sure you know who you're hiring. Don't be lazy just because someone came recommended by one person who thinks she's okay. You also need to know the legal basics. Never hire underage help. Make sure the arrangement is lawful. Have a written agreement in a language she understands. Spell out the duties, work hours, rest days, living arrangement, salary, and basic conditions. And if you're going to do this properly, then do it properly. Don't operate like some shady boss who wants full control with zero responsibility. Because yes, you have responsibilities too. If someone works in your home, she should have humane living conditions, proper meals if she's live-in, decent rest, and access to basic medical help if something happens. In many cases, there are also standard benefit systems people should be enrolled in, like Social Security and health coverage. A lot of employers get lazy about this or delay it, but the more serious and stable you want the arrangement to be, the more seriously you should handle the employment. And here's something else worth saying. Many Filipina helpers prefer foreign employers over purely local ones, and there's a reason for that. A lot of foreigners, especially those used to labor rules back home, can be more direct, more respectful of time, and less likely to treat a maid like she owes every second of the day in exchange for her salary. Some local employers can be very good, of course, but some also squeeze every hour, every favor, every last drop of labor out of the arrangement. That builds resentment fast. If you want a helper who stays loyal, works well, and doesn't quietly begin hating your house, treat her like a human being. That sounds basic. Somehow, it still needs to be said. A happy helper is usually a better helper. Not because she should be pampered like royalty, but because respect improves performance. Clear expectations improve performance. Fair treatment improves performance. Reasonable time off improves performance. If you want long-term stability in your home, don't build the arrangement on pressure, fear, and cheapness. Build it on structure and respect. Now, one more area where foreigners need to use their brain is the emotional setup. If you're a man living alone, be careful, very careful. Having a younger Filipina in your house, cleaning, cooking, moving through your private space every day can create emotional confusion fast if you're lonely, bored, or lacking discipline. Don't let fantasy get involved. Don't blur the employer-employee line. Don't start turning the household into a soap opera because you enjoyed the attention or the comfort too much. That never ends cleanly. The same goes the other way too. Don't create jealousy or weirdness in your actual relationship by bringing in somebody who makes the whole situation feel too personal. Use common sense. A peaceful home is worth protecting. So, should you hire a maid in the Philippines? For a lot of people, yes. It can make daily life easier, safer, more organized, and less stressful. It can improve your meals, your time management, your household routine, and even your general mood if you're constantly drained by chores and errands, but only if you do it right. Hire carefully, pay fairly, set expectations clearly, keep the arrangement professional, know your responsibilities, watch for red flags, and never forget that the wrong person in your house every day is not a small mistake, it's a daily mistake. A good maid can absolutely improve your life in the Philippines. A bad one can turn your home into a problem you can't relax inside. So don't hire based on desperation, laziness, or fantasy. Hire based on trust, clarity, and fit. That is what makes the whole thing work.